Assalamu alaikum my dear students, hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIBS Homeschool. This is Muhammad Emdadul, Assistant Teacher of Mathematics, National Ideal University School, Day Shift. Dear students, today I am going to conduct a math class of class 8. Our today's topic is Assignment-2 Part 2. In this part, I will solve creative question 3 that is given from chapter 11. Okay dear students, let us see the question at first, then we will solve here. Okay, you see question 3, table of expenditure in different sectors of a household. Here sector of expenditure monthly, here the sectors are given: mobile vouchers, guest reception, travel, purchasing medicines, purchasing educational materials or study materials, amount of money, frequency in person, how many person will be here. Okay, now here is the first question. A, complete the table according to your own family. Now B, determine the median from the table. C, draw the histogram from the table. And here is another question given: in which sector did you spend the most on your own family expenses and why? Write from the histogram. It means that at first the table is given, but the informations are not given here. You have to write the informations of the table according to the expenses of your family, according to your family. So you can fill up this table using the expense of your family. I am solving this question. I am giving an information. You can follow this one and you can do yourself. Okay dear students, so now see first question. Question E, complete the table according to your own family. So at first draw the table here. We can write here the given table, the given table can be completed as follows. Here I will draw the table here. At first I have to write the sector of expenditure. Monthly. It means that we have to write the monthly expenditure here. And then our next part is, here sectors are mobile vouchers, and then purchase guest reception, then we have to write here travel, then next one is purchasing medicines, and the last one is here purchasing educational materials or study materials. So we have to fill up this now. Our next row is in this row I have to show the amount of money. Dear students, amount of money I will present here money of per person. per person. I'll show here. Okay, now here is frequency given. It means total number of person here. Person. So we can write this here. Fill up this. Now suppose mobile recharge per person 200 taka monthly and 5 person. Guest reception 500 taka per person and total 8 persons here. Okay, now travel 400 suppose, and we can consider here food. We can take ourselves, as you have to fill up this according to your family, so you can write this one yourself. Okay, now purchasing medicine suppose 300 taka per person and total is 10 persons. Suppose you have total 10 family members in your family, you have a large family, you live together, and for everyone you have to cost 3000 taka per month for medicine, for purchasing medicines. And purchasing study materials, suppose 600 is the cost per person and total person is 3. For 3 person, for each person you have to cost 600, and here per total person is 3. Okay, in this way we can fill up this. So answer of question A will be finished here. Okay, now to solve B, what we need? To solve B, what is question B? Determine the median from the table. From this table, it means from table A, we have to determine the median. To determine the median, what we need? We need the frequency and the data and the amount of money. We need the frequency and the amount of money. Okay, so we can write here. Question B. I'll not erase the total table, just I'll erase the sectors. No need to use the sectors for determining the table. To remember the table, I'll write the data in the question here. Here is 200, here is 200, and here is 5, here is 500, here is 8, here is 400, here is 4, here is 300, and here is 10. Frequency is 10, 600, and this is 3. I have filled up the given table in this way. I have filled up. Okay, now I have completed the table. I have to solve question B. To solve question B, the sector of expenditure is not needed here. Just we need the amount of money per person, and we need the frequency. So we can write here B. How can we write here? Okay, we can write here the table for median, determining median. Table for determining median. As we have to write the table here, we have to arrange the data. To determine the median, we need the arranged data. So we can write here arranging the given data in A. We get the following table for determining the median. For determining the median. Here the table is, so we have to arrange the data now. We can arrange here. Lowest amount of money is 200, then 300, then 400. So at first we have to write here 200, then 300, 400, here is 500, and last one is 600. So frequency we have to write according to the amount of money. 200, here 200 for person 5, and 300 for person 10, 400 for person 4, 500 for person 8, and 600 for person 3. Okay, dear students, I have arranged the data. Now to determine the median, we have to do the cumulative frequency. Another row here. Here we have to show cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means we have to form the frequency newly in this way. See that here first one is 5, this will remain same. When we will write the second one, we have to add first two frequencies. Sum of this first two will be the second one, that is 10 and 5 is 15, and sum of these three will be in third one, 5, 10 and 4, that is 19. Sum of first 4 will be in fourth column, so 5, 10, 4, 19 and 8, 27, and last one, sum of these 5 frequencies will be 30. So sum of first 2 will be 15, sum of first 3 will be 19, sum of first 4 will be 27, sum of first 5 is 30. It means that we have formed the cumulative frequency. From this cumulative frequency we can say the total number of data is n. Total number of data is n, that is 30. So we can say here the number of data n equal to 30, which is even. If the number of data is even, then we can determine the median using the formula, that is median equal to the formula is n by tooth term plus sum of two middle terms. It means that n by tooth term plus n by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. Here the value of n is 30, so we can write here 30 by 2th term, 30 by 2 tooth term plus here 30 by 2 plus 1th term divided by 2. Now what can we write here? This is 30 by 2 means 15th term plus this is 16th term divided by 2. Okay, dear students, now see here what is 15th term. Here is 15th term, so data will be 30. 15th term is 30 and 16th term will be in the next column, that will be 300. 15th term is 300 and 16th term will be 400. So we can write here 300 plus 400 divided by 2. If we calculate here, we will get 350. Therefore, the required median of the data is 350. This is our required median. It means that this is the solution of question. This is the solution of question B. Now I have to solve question C. What is question C? Question C is draw the histogram from the table. It means that we have to draw a histogram for this table, okay? And then we have to answer which sector did you spend the most on your own family expenses and why. Write from the histogram. It means that from our histogram we have to write the most expense in which sector, okay? So we can solve question C now. Look at the board. How can we solve C? To solve C, what we need? 3 parameters are given for this question, but we need 2 parameters. One is sector, as question is which sector, in which sector. So one parameter is sector and another parameter is expense here, total expense. It means that another parameter, amount of money, is needed for us to solve question C. So to solve question C, we can determine the table. Okay, now we can write from the table of A. We can determine the table for the histogram as follows. Now see the table here. Just we need 2 parameters here. What are the parameters? The parameters are, first one is sector of expenditure. Monthly. And next one is we need amount of money. So we have to write the sectors here. What is the first sector? Mobile recharge. This is the first sector. Okay. Now second sector is guest reception. Third sector is travel. Fourth sector is purchasing medicines. And last sector is purchasing study materials or educational materials. Okay, now we have to write the amount of money. Dear students, from table A, we have seen that cost for each person for mobile recharge is 2000. For 5%, total cost will be 5 to 10. It means 1000. We have to write the total cost here. Okay. Now, cost for each person is 500. And here is 8 persons, so it will be 4000. Now cost for each person is 400 and person is 4 here, so total will be 4 4s are 16, 1600. And for purchasing medicine, 10 persons here, for each person cost is 300, so we will get 3000. For study materials, we'll get 600 for each, and here is 3, so we'll get 1800. So if we show these sectors of expenditure in along x-axis, and if we show the amount of money along y-axis, we will get the histogram. Okay, dear students, let us see the histogram. To draw the histogram, at first we have to take the scale. So we can write here, let x o x dash and y o y dash represents x o x dash and y o y dash represents x axis and y axis respectively. Now along x axis I'll take 5 smallest square. Along x axis I'll take 5 smallest square for each sector. So we can write here, considering 5 smallest square, I am writing the scale for drawing the histogram. Considering 5 smallest square of the graph paper, for each sector along x-axis and taka 200 for one smallest square, along one smallest square of graph paper along y-axis. Draw the following histogram. Now I have to draw the histogram. I have taken the scale. At first I have to consider 2 axes. One is x-axis, another is y-axis. So take 2 axes at first. Suppose this is x-axis, x dash, and this is y-axis. This is y-axis and we have to show the sectors of expenditure along x-axis. So we can write the sectors here, and to show the sectors we have to take 5 smallest square for each sector. So if we consider here from here to here. Here will be 5 smallest square. We have to write the first sector here. What is the first sector? The first sector is mobile reachers. So we can write here mobile reachers. I'll write in short the second sector for guest reception. So I'll write only the guest. Guest reception. And then the next one is travel. So write here travel. And then next one from here to here, next one is purchasing medicines. Purchasing medicines. And the last one here, the last one is purchasing educational materials. Educational materials. So I have indicated the sectors along x-axis. Now I have to show the amount of money for each sector along y-axis. I have considered one smallest square for taka 200, as here is first one is 1000. So if we consider 200 taka for one smallest square, for this 1000 taka we have to move 5 smallest square. So along y-axis we have to move 5 smallest square up to this. So we can indicate here, here is 1000, here is 2000, here is 3000, here is 4000. So for 1000 we have to move up to this. So we can draw here a rectangle using the scale. You can use the scale to draw this rectangle. In the first one we can use this. First one is done, and for the second case, what we need to draw? We need to draw another rectangle. Here is 4000. As 4000 we have to move up to 4000 here. And as this is histogram, we have to draw the rectangles. We have to draw the rectangles so that they touch each other. As this is histogram. And now for 1600 we have to move up to 1600, means we have to move 1000 up to this, then 200, 400, 600. So we have to move up to this. So we can take here up to this. Now for the next one is 3000. So we have to move up to 3000. Where is 3000? Here is 3000. So we have to move up to this. So take up to 3000. increase this one up to 3000. Now join. Okay, this one for purchasing medicines, and the last one for purchasing study materials. Cost is 1800. Now for 1800 we have to move up to this 1800 up to near about 2000, just one smallest square less. So dear students, I hope you have understood how have we drawn the histogram. Okay dear students, I hope you have understood how have we drawn the histogram for the given table and according to my information. Now I have to write in which sector I spent the most. So I have to write the sector. From the histogram we can see that this is the tallest rectangle. In case of guest reception, this is the tallest rectangle. So we can say for guest reception we spent most. So we can write here from the above histogram. Now we'll write after the histogram, we have to write here the description from the above histogram. From the above histogram, observe that among all the rectangles, the rectangle of guest reception is the tallest. The rectangle of guest reception is the tallest. The rectangle of guest reception is the tallest. So for guest reception we spend most. So for guest reception we spent the most. Okay dear students, so I hope you have understood our solution of this question and you will solve the question yourself. Just I have shown a sample how to solve. Okay dear students, keep practicing at home and do the assignment properly. Abide by your parents, stay home, stay safe, see you again. Till then, Assalamu alaikum.